Hello and welcome to another edition of Bentley Tech EDU. Today we're going to cover one of the most underrated but absolutely coolest features in all of Adobe Photoshop and Lightroom. And that is, how can you get a picture to straighten out if it's not necessarily squared up with the edges of the picture area? The way that it starts is always the same. We get a picture and we go through and we take a look at some of the basic features. I hit auto and I immediately am like, that is not going to work. So I'm going to get in there and do what I always do, which is start adjusting things so that I feel comfortable with getting them to look kind of the way that I want. This is a good start. I'll work on color in a moment. But let's begin to learn what it is that we're after for today's project. If you go all the way to the right, you're going to see kind of a tic-tac-toe. This tic-tac-toe is the geometry tab. The geometry tab handles so many different things in terms of the image. It allows you to pinch an image by distorting it, bubbling, rippling in and out. Now, obviously, if you ripple in and out, by pinching it, you're going to want to crop it later, but be aware of that. You've got vertical pinching and moving, and obviously horizontal, side to side. There are many different things that we could deal with, but I would prefer to not get into those right now because, again, the focus of our work for today is to cover one of the things that I like. Let's take a look at how these tools would actually work in a real situation. Underneath constrain crop, you'll notice two lines that are kind of crossing each other. It always takes two lines to pull off what I'm about to do. So I drag from the top to the bottom and I pull one line. What I'm trying to do is line up as best as I can to the edge of my artwork. What you can't really notice is that this one on the right-hand side, even if I pull it straight, you'll notice it's off a little bit. What I want to do is just push it so it squares up. That's it. Now, look at the bottom right-hand corner. You'll also notice it's slightly off. Now, I need to make a decision. Do I want the window frame to look good, or do I want the bottom right-hand corner to look good? Let's just push it over a little bit, and there you go. I feel like I have just straightened out this image quite a bit. When I'm completed, I hit done. Then I can move on to other adjustments. We've already touched on a little bit of light. Let's try a little bit of saturation. What I'll do is I want to sharpen up my leaves just a little bit. I'd like to get my vibrance bumped up a little. And that looks pretty good. All right, now let's go and try a selective edit. With my selective edit, I will select a circle and begin to pull a basic oval shape, rotating and picking it up. What I'm going to try to do is affect the frame of the window, not the outside of the window. So currently, the outside of the window or the open area is all red. If I hit the inverse button, which is right above the trash can, the outside turns red, and this is where I'm going to make my final adjustments. I'm going to go back into light, and now whatever I do from this point forward is going to really only work on that section. Now I'm paying close attention to the bottom little step down there because I like that step. I like the way the light is touching it. It's got a good look to it. And when I feel like I'm getting close, let's go down a little bit. Let's adjust the blacks. We're going to, ooh, see, now that is good, but a little bit too much. Let's go up a little bit more and pack. I like it, but it still might be a little bit overall too dark. So we'll crank it up just a little bit, lighten it up, hit the OK, the checkbox. Let's just take a look at this. I like it. Here's what we did. We used the geometry button and the little lines to activate to square up the image to the edge of the frame. We also used one of our new fun toys, which is the selective edit, to work on the outside of the picture. We began by working on the inside, making that look really slick. Then we stopped, we adjusted the outside. Then we went back to work on the inside, got the color looking really nice. I think I got a winner. This is a short video. I'm pretty happy with it. Let's get out of selective edits. The image looks good. I believe it's now officially time to save the image. Export as always, save it as a JPEG. Make sure you check that off. Exporting the photo. Don't forget, as always, save the file to your disk or your camera roll. Turn in as a JPEG. This has been adjusting the outside frame using geometry to get rid of optical aberrations. Have a great day. I'm James Bentley. It's Bentley Tech EDU. Have a great day.